Hello and welcome to the Pancrats family household. This is your host Josh. Today we're going to look at the H&N Slugs, and this is the Slug Hollow Point. That's what the HP is standing for. This particular one is in 25 caliber, but I have had many H&N Slugs, so I'm kind of doing a review on the whole H&N Slug line. So I would say, first off, a lot of people really jump onto slugs who don't necessarily need to. If you're shooting inside 100 yards, realistically, I know the guys on YouTube have all the cool guns and stuff like that, but pellets still make a lot of sense for 100 yards and in, and I'm guessing 99.9% of your guys' shots are within 100 yards. And these just probably won't be as accurate, but it does depend on barrels and things like that. So, obviously, the big thing is ballistic coefficient. That's going to be your main reason for upgrading, as it will fly. A slug is going to fly a lot straighter than a pellet will, and it will buck the wind better than a pellet will, quite a bit actually. So yeah, I mean, it's in that regard it is much better, but you do need a pretty powerful gun to do this. This isn't like something you can use with a break barrel or like an entry level gun usually. This is something you really need a pretty powerful gun to be able to use and use properly, as slugs like to go fast. They like to go, around 900 plus feet per second, and there aren't a ton of guns that can do that, and they're usually fairly expensive. So just know that out of the gate. But once you do, they are wonderful pieces of equipment, as when they hit your targets, they expand, and they expand brutally. You can hear it. It is loud. It is violent. It's typically louder than the shot from an air gun. So it is gnarly when these hollow points hit. I mean, it is absolutely gnarly. So it will drop what you're shooting at for sure. If you can get these at speed and get these going, don't get me wrong, it will hit much harder, even inside 100 yards. It's kind of worth it. And when your crosshairs, with your crosshairs, you don't have to be as perfect with distance and things like that, measuring distance every single shot. Slugs will have a larger variance, as the ballistic coefficient will allow for that. So yeah, basically you don't have to make as many turret adjustments, is what I'm getting at. So in many cases, slugs are great. Just so you know, the drawback certainly is they take way more air to fire, and you typically want to get a slug barrel if you can. I've got an FXM3 in 35 cal and an FX DRS in 25 cal. And I went right away with slugs on my 25 cal DRS, and I kind of regret it. I can't even go through a whole magazine without having to refill air. So it has the power, just not really the air capacity. So yeah, slugs are great. Nothing will hit harder, and the expansion is wonderful. But pellets still have their place. So that is my take on the whole thing, guys. I appreciate your time, and we'll see you on the next video.